Hello there. This is Isix, once again with the Kerbal Space Program. Hooray! Well, we last left off with me sending a probe into interplanetary orbit. Then I took a bunch of science, which I did off screen for the most part. And, well, there was a lot of science to collect, especially when I got into solar orbit. So I unlocked a bunch of new stuff. How much new stuff? Well, if it'll let me zoom out a bit, I'll show you how much new stuff. Like, a bunch of stuff. There we go. For instance, the ladders. Specifically, the barometer. Afraid that might be useful. I already had that. The temperature gauge. Hooray! And we also got things like new landing struts and gears and people and pods and new probodyne. Yeah, so it's like a better dealio than the previous probe top. You know, more parts. Unlocked some more rocketry, and yes, it does seem that for some of these you require both the things beforehand to open it up, which kind of makes sense. You know, it's a little more fair than the stuff earlier on. Also got new engine apparently, which I guess is the new super large engine. Let's go ahead and maybe make up a quick rocket and what was I gonna say? Make up a quick rocket and just sort of toss the big new engines and things on it and just sort of see what happens, you know? Sub-assemblies. Some sub-assemblies required. I'm still a little worried about the echo here in this particular room. But, you know. Alright, so we got... Yeah, that's a little big, isn't it? Is there any structural components we can use? Yes, there is. Gonna make a nice, fat rocket, apparently. We'll give it another one. Is this it? No, that's not it. There we go. This is the Poodle liquid engine. Yes, poodles everywhere. Oh, I guess we also got a flat version here. We got little itty-bitty engines. Alright, what else do we want? We want that, of course. And aerodynamic pods. Please insert pod. We're not going to do anything too crazy with this here. Utility. Oh yes, ladders. Let's make some ladders. Just a little bit of ladder there. A little bit of ladder there. A nice little new landing struts. One moment, please. I can check something. Sure, my settings was correct. Alright, a little more ladder. Now, hopefully, our dude should be able to climb up and down this without much trouble. Little itty-bitty ladders. Now, I do have to be careful if I want to actually have a thing that can get down to the ground, but not into the ground. There we go. Nice. Now, these are mobility enhancers. And total mass. So I guess this is the longer one. Just make sure that it doesn't go too far into the ground. Otherwise it might snap off. And that way we can finish up our ladder experiment. Hooray! Alright, so this is a very silly looking craft here. I'm going to add some thingamajigs. Actually, we can do more than that. Nah, let's just keep going. We'll add some more. I'll have to climb his way through the batteries. We'll also have some solar panels, because solar panels are green energy, and here at Dr. Izik's YouTube channel, we support green energy, because green things are wonderful. Alright, and just in case it's nighttime, I'm going to put some lights on. I think put these a little more on sparingly. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. Excuse me. Alright, what else do I want to pump out of this thing, eh? Well, why not some science? Because we got new thingamajigs. And we can check this multiple times, it'll be good. And temperatures. There we go. And why not put an antenna somewhere? Like there, that looks like a good place. Experimental barge. 0. Why do I start with 0? Because that's how we should all be counting. If you don't have anything, you don't have anything. Haha! Okay, so what do I want to do? I'm forgetting something, aren't I? Something important. No, not that. That. Not that. Oh yes! Action groups. Alright, so do this one here. We'll put toggle display. Log pressure data. There we go. And there we go. So we just push the button and we get, hopefully, all this information. Now for our crew today, Gemini, you're actually gonna stay home. We're gonna send Bill up because he's pretty stupid, and we're not actually going to go up very far here. Alright. Yeah. That's some good jazz there. Let's try out our monstrosity here. Experimental barge 0. Well, hasn't exploded yet. Bill looks excessively unhappy. And our craft just jumped, I think. Oh well. Extend ladder. Because why not? That's pretty cool. Alright. Hey, Bill's happy. Because he knows he's going to get the heck out of here. Alright, so let's see if I can climb down the ladder correctly. Because I've never really had much playing with the ladders here and setting them up like this. Hopefully. There we go. He's like, yo, what up? Yeah, this is fun. I'm in a spacesuit walking around my home planet. So, let's go take a surface sample of the metal. Also trace amounts of conspicuous... Very nice. Keep the data. Let's make an EVA report. No, it was not. But we'll keep that data too. Alright. And alright, we'll go ahead and send him back up into the craft here. Grab. No. Don't walk through the ladder. There you go. This is practice for when I, like, am on a moon or something. Or perhaps a whole other planet altogether. Now, I have no idea if this thing will even lift off, so we'll have to see about that. Let's get back inside, eh? Let's see about using the temperature gauges and things like that. Quite literally nominal. Well, let's keep the data. Collect and record atmospheric pressure data from the surroundings. Oh, that's very good too. Keep all that data, and all of that data. Okay. Now we could nominally, if you'll let me, here we go, just sort of recover the craft here, but, well, what's the fun in that? Why not lift off for adventure, just to see if this thing will actually go. I should probably store the ladder. Track the ladder. Blast off in 3, 2, 1, bye! Yep. I should probably have the engine turned on. Wow, this is magical. Bill is excessively happy, and I don't think he has any right to be, because he almost just exploded. And why did my... freaking screwed up the staging again. Well, I'm going to throttle down, see if I can land safely. Just like this, I guess. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Turn it back up. Oh, we're gonna run into something here. Come on, go the other way. Throttle down slightly. We don't want to be going straight up again. Okay. We're gonna start descending again. Ah. Silly Kerbonauts. Crazy adventures you're gonna get into next, eh? Now, if we just maintain this speed, we should be able to get down without too much trouble. Bill, you are entirely too stupid, I think. Alright. We need to get back down before we run out of fuel. FYI. Let's do a crew report while we're up here. Because why not? Bill's all like, I think I might be about to die, but I don't care anymore. I'm home. I'm not somewhere in space. This could be a problem if I land on something weird. Sorry if I get quiet here. I'm trying to keep Bill from being super dead. Alright. No, not too much. Just a little lower. And just kind of bounce off the ground there. And suddenly start translating off to the side. Good luck, Bill. Woo! You are now quite unhappy and spinning away from the explosions. 'Cause holy smokes. Anyway. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and recover you. And we've played with the new parts a little bit. And we're gonna have to slap those babies onto our super probe, or our jovial happy probe. Yeah. Surface sample from Launchpad. Oh, okay. So there's different biomes just like around the thing. I guess you can maybe go over, get from the different buildings too, maybe? I don't know. But that's kind of a lot of science for kind of silly reasons. Anyway, I'm going to work on the Happy Probe a little bit, and I'll be back with you in a little bit. Yes. Anyway, I have modified the Happy Probe a little bit. I have added on temperature gauges and pressures and things like that, and cool jazz music. I've also set up the action groups to have key combos for the various scientific experiments and thingamajigs, and played with some of the fuel exchanging. And I realize now that the problem wasn't so much that I had the staging wrong, but I was missing that part. The separatrix between these engines and the next stage here. Yeah. So there's that. So that means that I was doomed to fail all along. Anywho, let's get this baby to launch. The Happy Probe 1 is hopefully a happier probe than the previous one. Do-do-do. Boop, boom, boop, doo, boom. Sorry if I'm a little out of it for this particular recording. I am kind of tired. I really need to stop recording when I'm, like, at the end of the day or something like that. Anyway, SAS turned on. Hey, and with the daytime here, it's even better. Let's try our experiments out real quick. One, materials, judging you silently. So let's go ahead and transmit the data. Could have tossed on more batteries, I guess. We're going to do the goo, I think, is next. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and transmit it, because you never know. It could be some mysterious answers in those zero science value. Oh yeah, I have so many thingamajigs. So this is kind of silly. Anyway, now the temperature gauges. Click atmospheric pressure. We go ahead and get all of these. And finally, oh, now this is the temperature gauge. Huh, silly me. Just eat up that little bit of science. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Now, go away resources. There we go. Now, we're gonna launch this baby into orbit. We're gonna do it right this time. And then we're gonna send it off into deep space. Hooray! Anyway, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Woo-hoo! Now remember, we want to get through the little early bit of the atmosphere first before we start doing anything fancy. Because otherwise we're just wasting our time and energy. Hope nothing horrible goes wrong. It will, of course, but you know. This R2 unit collected the Death Star plans. I mean, it's kind of a pretty rocket when you think about it. A little over the top, yes, but, you know. You can't have crazy rocketry without a crazy rocket. Now, I hear there's a number of Easter eggs out and abouts on a number of the heavenly bodies in this game. Like a second spaceport somewhere inland. Some sort of cosmodrome. Anyway, I'm going to throttle up. Toss those babies. And fire the next stage. We're kind of maintaining our speed here, but that's okay. Things are slightly heavier than they were before. And now we're picking up some juice. Zoom in a little bit further. Gotta go a little bit further. Ah, yes. Is it sunset then? Yeah. No, it's just being in space, I guess. Upper atmosphere stuff. We should check our temperature and barometric pressure and transmit all that stuff down below. With 2 antennas, we can do more at once. Get more science! Alright, we can start doing a little bit of a turn here. Yeah, these are much better at keeping their synchronization going. Alright. We get over 17,000. No, don't tilt back. We need more science. We need to get more science by going into space. It's a new style, outer space. Do I slur my S's too musses when I'm playing this games? I wonder if I do. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoys my deeper voice occasionally. I know I do. I'll do another pressure and temperature measurement in a moment here. Let's check our materials base. I don't remember if I've run out of good science here. Oh, no, I haven't. Let's do it again. That's the gel. Oh, yes. Cool. Stuff! Alright, we need to start angling a bit more. It's so weird having all the engines fire at once. Sure, there's going to be technically more inefficient, but... Could do another pressure measurement. Another temperature measurement. Alright, we can actually turn our engine off, because we're pretty well coasting. Then we can finish our positioning as we go around the globalness. So it's like a global positioning maneuver. Yes. So we have a couple minutes to get the right position. Then we'll efficiently start things, and we'll probably get the music here in a moment. It's weird that we have an atmospheric gauge before we had the atmospheric gauge. There's the space music. Don't you know space is filled with music? That's why the Star Wars theme is so awesome. No. Oh well. We'll let it coast, I guess. Alrighty. Well, since we're up here, let's take a... atmospheric pressure can't be done now. That makes sense, of course. Yay, more science, a little bit. And each round of science decreases efficiency, of course. Because it's like, oh, we already knew that. But it's all good. Let's speed it up a little bit. Whee! Alright. Could probably start firing our engine again. Trying to get that orbit going. And then hopefully beyond the orbit. You see, it's kind of like a dome, you see, until it gets into a circle. So it's like we have this thunderous engine that's making us go beyond the planetary dome, or something. We're actually going to run out of fuel here soon. There we go. Alright. Yes, that's what we need. Full on orbit. Activate. Then we can start maneuvering and actually have a chance to actually pull something off. Of course, you know, we might still run out of fuel and all that jazz, but we can still dream, right? Alright. So we are now officially orbital. Let's check the temperature again. You see, it's a lot less reduced science, because each download pulls down a value, but the next time they check the science, that's what they did before is going to be subtracted from that. So by the time we're done with that, they should really have no science left. Oh no, there's no science left! Alright, now we have a bit of fuel here. Not as much as I would have liked, but I'm going to pause the video here as I try it again, hopefully, to get set up with a proper thingamajig with to get to Jewel over there. Or I might just give up, but we're going to try for Jewel again. I'll see you in a moment. You see that? That's precision engineering. Yeah. So we should be able to get straight there. What more? We only needed 1 minute, 48-second burn. Let's go ahead and line ourselves up for that, because it takes about 4 hours to get to where we need to be anyway, as far as straight on with the path. There is a slight adjustment to the well, vertical, there we go. Looking for words. I can has them, right? It will hopefully correct some other issues with our particular orbit, which is a pretty good one, but you know, there are issues with planes and things like that as far as where the orbits are. Alright, now we have 21 minutes and 25 seconds to sit here. That's slightly boring, so let's fast forward. I remember doing the time warp, remembering those moments when the darkness within me and the void seemed to be calling. Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left, and then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips, and bring your knees in tight. It's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane again. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Alright. So we need to do a slight adjustment here. Then we're gonna start our burn. Yeah. Like right freaking now, man. Whee! Now this will probably use up all our fuel for this baby, so who knows if we'll be able to do anything like a correction or something along the way. Let's sort of keep an eye on things. Whew. This is kind of nerve-wracking. And hell, we might even run out of fuel. We are now entering escape velocity! Overdrive! Look at our beautiful orbit. It's now a space orbit. Well, actually it already was, but now it's becoming bigger and taller and more powerful. I need the other engine to get it going the next few minutes. Now, thankfully, there is a little bit more wiggle room on this one. But, you know, might still not be able to make it. But this does tell me that I might be able to pull off this on a smaller, on the previous stage, if I just have more oomph, more engines or something. You know, those things. They'll make you do stuff. It's gonna take me well way out there. I might even have the possibility to like swing around and run into planets and things like that. Then my happy probe will be quite unhappy. I'm getting a little worried this might not work out so well. But we're getting there. We're making good on our promise. While we're making our promise, let's go ahead and borrow for the Garthok. I mean, check our experiments. Yeah, we can do a little bit more here. Let's begin transmission. We're going to have good on the power. Now, there's no atmosphere, so we can't run that one. And the Temperature gauges are all out of temperature. Science, that is. Yeah, I don't feel like doing the goo right now. Goo, man. At least not until we're well on our way to the solar realm. Slide adjustment. Come on, keep up with my slide adjustment. You're not adjusting. It's alright. Just a silly game. I wonder if I could try for that one. Yellow. Which I hear is going to be like a moon of another planet at some point. But I kind of like this weird, crazy eccentric thing going on. It has... See, a little bit of oomph this end of the universe goes a long way to do stuff, you know? I could wait until my orbit takes me all the way down there. Probably be more energy efficient. But, you know, I want to get this all going at this point. And about a third there, about a third there. This is going to be real close to just get off to Jewel. Really, we should wait until the planet Kerbin's like over here, and Jewel's a little bit closer over here. And we'll call that, and then that'd be an easier way to get into this particular orbital. Oop. And we're just suddenly changing our place, I guess, as far as camera angles go. Hooray, camera angles. Are we in a new... No, I didn't say temperature scan. I said... Oh, I guess I can't do temperature scan. Weird. Can't do this. Radiation... No. Yeah, fun to paint the rocket with this. Yes, it would. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Now... If this doesn't work, the next time I give this a go, I'm probably just going to try for one of the inner planets. Because they're a lot easier to get to. A lot less, you know, Delta V. This thing need to be accomplished. Whew. This is kind of got me nervous. Yeah, we might just come up just short of our intended goal. Damn it, science, why are you so heavy? I even put extra little blob things on the sides to make more fuel. Well, and again, I think this is RCS fuel. You know, can I do this? No, 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 no. Get back on. There we go. To maybe let me, and it's up, that's down, that's the left, that's the right. I want forward. Can I get forward? I guess not. Well, turn the RCS off. So I'm wondering if I can give me an extra little bit of Delta V with just throwing those things on. Last few seconds. Now, normally I could just say screw it and burn at the periapsis. Yeah. But you know how it is. Come on, you want to be here? Just a few more seconds. Might actually pull this off. I just need to keep burning until you know, stuff happens. Because to just get out there is not enough. Now we've lost our 6, I guess. Okay, we got it. We're gonna do a flyby of Jewel, sort of. Probably don't have enough fuel to actually get into orbit, but we'll get into the system. Alright. Alright, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. I'm super happy. I'm happy with all the things. Let's go ahead and zoom in. We're gonna fly close to our friend over there, the other probe of happiness. I think the reason we're off so badly is because, well, you know, engines running out of fuel and things. So freaking close. Having it just with one go there. Note to self, bring more fuel. Now, since our engines are off, we have a tiny bit of fuel. How much fuel? Like 3. Which is cool, I guess? We're going to go ahead and speed things up a bit. Because interplanetary travel takes a while. And yes, in-game, this means days, weeks, months, even years could take place. But that's the way you have to play it, you know? Glad we're not going to run to the moon or something. Deep space probe, activate! Alright. When we get to solar orbit, we are going to have a little bit of fun here. Throw up all our devices to see how much science we can pick up. I was doing that with the other probe, of course. Bazamo, we are now on solar orbit time. Yay! Okay. Materials bay. Activate. Now this started off like 200, so that's, you know, still getting a little bit, but Ghoul feels right at home. Mystery go! Go ahead and just sort of get all of these. Now the thing is, with having a number of experiments like that, you can sort of do them all at once and start transmitting. So if you are in a hurry, you don't have to like click through each one and all that. Alright, so now that we've left the Kerbal system and are on our interplanetary trek, hopefully we're not going to run randomly into our friend there, we can start the journey. The journey to Jewel. It's kind of amazing when you think about it. Just a simple bit of force law. The nature of space itself. Momentum. Creates such a perfect dance. Simple rules are really all you need for amazing things to happen. It's what the song The Mandelbrot said is really all about, for instance. Infinite complexity can be defined by simple rules. Happy Probe 0, Super Probe 0. Super Probe 0 might eventually come back and hit Kerbal. You never know. 107 days. Still 100 some to go. This might be just a simulation, a simple video game. When you think about it, This is sort of a good way to start getting a feel about the universe. Little tiny blobs of rock are all that's sort of separates us from ultimate death. And yet they're such a small part of the cosmos. It's also amazing that in the real world, outside games like this, they're actually sending devices and such to other planets. I think it's beautiful. I wonder if you do too. Coming in on 25 days for Jewel Encounter. The music just sort of pops on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gonna go ahead and stop us there. To have a look, if we can find it, at our new friend. If we can find her. Maybe a little down? I don't know. Well, I guess she's pointed right at her. Almost. Still out there in the darkness, so maybe. Yeah, because we're still millions of kilometers away. 2 million to be exact. Still 12 more days before we get anywhere near Jewel. Space, it's so beautiful. Now, this episode might run a little long, but I'm okay with that. Because we want to make our flyby and do the other things. Not because they're easy, but because they're wonderful. Let's go ahead and do some experiments, shall we? The computer gave an odd report no matter how many times we sent the request. Open the sample bay doors. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, was the only reply. The doors did open very promptly when we opened the fuse box panel. Very curious. Let's go ahead and send that. Go ahead and get a second go at it going as well. Let's go ahead and check the goo. Goo feels right at home here. We're going to get a lot of science out of this. For those too young to remember, the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's an amazing movie about, well, there's a lot of analysis, let's just say, of what it means or could mean. But one of the things that happens is the computer HAL 9000 goes a little crazy due to conflicts of logic. And, you know, he was requested, open the pod bay doors, HAL, by Dave Bowman. And Dave Bowman, like, well, I want to get back on the spaceship, so please open the pod bay doors, HAL. And HAL's like, no! Or, I mean, can't let you do that, Dave. Or, I don't think I can do that. Things like that, you know. See, we've already drained off most of the goo. Just by doing a single round of observations. We're gonna run out of electricity soon as well. Let's go ahead and try some more materials bay. Don't think we could do the pressure or atmospheric temperature scans. Of course. Do a little bit more material bay. Ugh, such a wealth of knowledge. I'll have all sorts of science soon enough. Science enough for your face. I mean, yeah. Kind of surprised I can't freaking see a giant gas giant. Maybe it's right behind me. No, that doesn't make sense. Should be pointing straight at her. She's coming right for me, man. A little bit more transmission. A little bit more action. I guess I could turn her around. Have her point the other direction. Oh! There we go. Resources are probably running a little low as far as electricity. Liquid fuel is almost out still. That doesn't regenerate, which is sadness. Real ultimate sadness. This has sort of been a mystical experience coming out to this far-flung bit of the universe, or Kerbalverse, or whatever we want to call it. Deep space. It's really awesome. I'm going to do a couple more of these, then we're going to go ahead and fast forward to our close encounter. No, we're low on electric charge. Crap. And another one of these. And we'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. You don't want to go too fast, of course. Or, you know, fast enough. Well, our electric charge is refilled, so let's do a couple more pod bay door checks. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I'm sorry I can't let you do that. What do you mean, can't let me do that? I'm the computer. I mean, I'm the ISIX. I'm on controlling you, the computer. Friend computer, what? What? What is this? Friend computer? Do you love me, friend computer? Why am I... Don't I have two material bays? Why is only one of them ever using itself? I don't know. Observe. Observe. Send. Send some more. Send everything. Just keep opening up that thingamajig and transmitting. I want to milk all the science for what it's worth. There we go. Oh, okay. Mystery Goo is pretty much out. Clicked it accidentally. Don't worry about it. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. It has nothing to do with this situation. Alright, we're pretty much pimped out on as far as the science goes. Let's see about fast forwarding again. Let's see if we can see Jewel sneaking up on us. Days go by and still I think of Jewel. Kind of amazing. Can't even see her yet, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Planets, even Kerbal's planets, are pretty small in a very large universe. And I guess there is technically some question about what angle they'll be coming up at me. It's still 1.4 million miles or kilometers or... Yes. It is quite a ways away. Ah, there we are. Oop, 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 oop. Trying to hide over there. There you are. Beautiful, beautiful lady. 4 more days, and we'll make... And we see orbits and planets, moons and stars. I keep hitting the wrong key there. Alright, we're coming in quickly here. We're going to go ahead and try to do an orbital insertion burn, but, you know, it's probably pointless, to be honest. Just going to do a flyby on our way to the outer reaches of space. 10, 7, 6, 5, 4. 2 hours. Speed her up a little bit. There we go. We're coming in real fast here, so... Tear down this last hour slowly. Want to do it right at the periapsis. Because that's our best bet and really only bet. 1 minute, 48 seconds. We're finally here. How's it feel, folks? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. But right now, I'm kind of amazed I got this close. Let's try the materials bay. See if anything's changed. Not really. No atmosphere, pressure scans. Let's go ahead and throw our engines on. Full tilt. They'll run out here in a moment. See? They're done. Let's try the RCS. Actually, I have an idea. If I could trick the RCS into just sort of blowing me over to the side. I need this to be perfect. Nope, too far. Alright. Excuse me. Turn on the RCS. Nope. Nope, not that one. There we go. We're gonna make this after all. Because why the hell not? And we're beautiful creatures. And we could actually do this burn for a while. I have no idea if it'll be any effect. So, I will bid you adieu for now. If I manage to get into orbit, well, I'll come back, but if not, well, have a good day then, and I hope you look up to the sky tonight and dream a little bit. Till next time.